In today's video, we are going to do something totally different. I swear this is different. You have never seen this before. We are going to be driving through Lagos, Nigeria virtually. Real virtual drive through Lagos, Nigeria. And what are we going to do? We're going to be discussing about Nigeria. As I deliver the stuff in the game, we're going to be discussing about Nigerian content, Nigerian music, Nigerian movies, Nigerian rich people, and Nigerian everything. So I'm sure this is something different that I brought up, that I really want us to enjoy what we are looking at, but also have something to learn from what we are doing. I hope you really love this video. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please be merciful and subscribe to my YouTube channel, because it's so important when you subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on the bell notification so that you can be notified whenever I upload a new video. Now today I want us to talk about Nigeria in details. I've made a lot of videos about Nigeria, and some of them brought me even some bit of trouble on this particular YouTube channel that some people don't even want to hear when I talk about the country Nigeria. They feel like I over talk about the country. They feel like whatever I do is not what they feel is really right. So today let us talk about Nigeria in detail, but before we continue, let me first get a way to repair this track. Okay, let me get a way to upgrade this track because it needs really repair. Right, so Nigeria is currently the musical heart of Africa. It is the entertainment hub of Africa. When we talk Nigeria, like when you talk about African art, African entertainment, African music, African drama, African everything, right now you have to talk about the country Nigeria. If you talk about the things that I've mentioned and you don't talk about Nigeria, then you're not talking about Africa. Nigeria has managed to export very great talent in music. They have managed to export people like Burna Boy, Wizkid, Timaya, Davido, and Tiwa Savage, and a lot more people. Not just those great ones that everyone knows, but also the upcoming musicians are still coming from Nigeria. And it is so great to know that a country like that is an African country, is struggling every single day through all the problems that Nigeria is facing. You can see that they keep struggling to make sure that they can put something there, that they can be unique in something, and they can be so productive to the African continent. And that is so important. Like, we as Africans, we need to change the narrative, but the narrative that we need to change, we also should be hardworking. We should put there something that people are going to look at and say, okay, these people really are struggling to leave the place where they are to a different position, because it's not just going to come in a day. It will take time. Okay, it will really take time, but it depends on how much you are working towards what you really want to have. Okay, so for the country Nigeria to be in that particular position, or to be discussed right now like a foreigner, a person that is thousands of miles away in Uganda, a person that has traveled through countries in Southeastern Asia, in Eastern Asia, in place I've been with people from Europe and discussed a lot of things about entertainment and things, but also keep discussing Nigeria like I'm Nigerian. Is it because I love Nigerian so much? No. That's not it. I can't say I love Nigeria more than the people in Nigeria, or more than Nigerian neighbors, the people that really understand Nigerians. But it is that thing that Nigeria has done to put there something for it to be talked about, okay, for it to be discussed, the hard work that these people have put in, so that we can keep making videos like this one talking about the country, okay. So that is so important. Now I want us to also understand something, that there is something about fintech, or let us discuss it in a very understandable way, which is technology and finance. But of course, let us talk about technology. You see, the world evolves after like 5 years. It used to be a decade. It used to be actually a century, and then it became a decade. Now the world revolves after like 5 years or even less. So when the world revolves, there are so many things that really change, that a person won't tell you, or they won't just happen in a day or something, but they really do change. There's a big transformation. So it depends on how ready you are for those things. When you look at countries like China, you see that they knew that something is going to come, and they were prepared for that. They invested in technology. They invested in their kids to learn math and learn technology, learn social media, they learned marketing and everything. Then when the time came to evolve, China was in a very big position. But they didn't just wake up in the morning and say, oh, okay, we are in this position right now. But now you see that a country that was so poor, like 50 years ago, 30 years ago, they were not in the position that they are in right now, that America, the whole of Europe, and a lot more people are consuming products from China. So you understand that there are so many things that a country needs to do to be put in that position, in a position where it is right now. You don't just wake up in the morning and say, because I want to compete, because I want to be on the same level with someone, because I want my entertainment also to be talked about. No, you should understand that the efforts that bring these results are so much. They're big efforts, not just getting up one morning and say, no, this is what I want us to do, this is what we should do, this is where we should go. Now, oh shit, sometimes I don't understand these guys. They'll just try to block your way even when they know there's no way there, and then they just try to block your way. Now, I was talking about fintech. Nigerian young people and even the old people that are in technology, they have created different applications, they have created different platforms. If you look at the number of cryptocurrency platforms in Africa right now, a big percentage comes from Nigeria. If you look at the number of applications on Google's Play Store, on the iPhone AS Play Store, you find out that almost 70% comes from one particular country, Nigeria. The country that is competing with Nigeria in fintech right now, I think there are two countries, Kenya and South Africa. But of course, okay, Kenya and South Africa. So you see that even sometimes when we want to say, okay, Nigerians have scammers, we shouldn't use their sites, we shouldn't use their websites. Maybe one time we shall get up in the morning when the money has gone or it has been taken somewhere. But there is something we call availability. If these people are producing so much, and is there products that are in the market, then they may get what we call monopoly, and they get monopoly over other producers, and then we have nothing to do. Then we have to use what they have. Oh my God, see what Nigeria is doing to me. I'm sorry about that. It's an accident. Yeah, okay. So that's what I'm telling you, that if if you get up in the morning and say, I'm going to compete with such a country. Today we are talking about Nigeria, but you are not ready to do what the people in that country are doing. Technology, I was talking about technology. Right now, the whole country has been digitalized, the whole world has been digitalized. But what position does Africa take, or what position is Africa in when it comes to digitalizing the world? Like, what role have you played? What role has your particular country played in digitalizing the world? For example, we have, let's discuss the transportation sector when it comes to shipping, delivery. You see that the number of delivery companies in Nigeria wants to equal all the number of all delivery companies in Africa. Now, when we talk about things like Uber, I don't want to say Uber, but taxi companies, transportation companies that are directly involved in technology, not just cars, having a car or tour and travel stuff, but having an application, having a website, having a platform that people are going to use to make money, and even people are going to use to book and get fast stuff. You see that Nigerians have so much invested in fintech. We were talking about Nigerian music and Nigerian movies some time ago, but right now you see that it became normal that Nigeria has to produce good content. They have to produce, they have to bring good artists like every single time they decide to give us music. Do you understand? So the same thing, you look at Nigeria and continue comparing yourself to them, and continue maybe insulting and doing other things, and that is the way they are going to keep going and going ahead, and yet you are not putting into action what they have done. Because sometimes it takes just a simple thing, learning and trying to be trying to do what someone has done best. Okay, because learning doesn't end. Learning does never end. It doesn't end at any particular point. We are still learning every day. Even if you're a graduate of masters, you have a doctorate, you have everything, you shall continue learning until you die. Okay, so is Nigeria a problem to Africa when it comes to insecurity, when it comes to fraud, and a lot of things that are talked about Nigeria? And yet we Africans look alike. We're like Asians. It's hard sometimes to differentiate between a Chinese, Vietnamese, and Thai. So is Nigeria becoming a problem for Africa? Like, the Nigerian criminals and the other people, are they affecting Africa? I think it's a yes and a no. Nigeria has criminals, and I wouldn't want to defend criminals. The fraudsters, the internet scammers, the Yahoo boys, the people that sacrifice other people for money, the money rituals and other things. So they are there and they really exist. But also, I want us to look at this thing in another perspective that I've always talked about here, is how much does it build us if the other people are attacking Nigeria on a daily basis, and if Nigeria is put in a position of being alone and we are not supporting it. How much does it really benefit us? How much does it really help us as other Africans that are living in other African countries? Because anything that we should do should be something that is going to add to us, not something that is going to remove from us. If the Nigerian scammers make more news than the Kenyan musicians, if the Nigerian Yahoo boys or the bandits in Nigeria make more news and they are more popular than the Rwandan fintech companies and the Rwandan company that is manufacturing smartphones, then it becomes an effect or it affects all of us negatively, not positively, but negatively, all the African countries, because the positives are being buried and the negatives are being put on top. So we can only try to bury the bad things and not talk about them by putting into action the marketing and giving advertisement space, social media advertisement space, the YouTube advertisement space, free advertisement space, by speaking word of mouth and talking about the good things that other African countries have. Nigeria also has very good things that we can talk about, rather than the scammers and all the other things that are happening in Nigeria. So Nigeria has the problem of scammers, but it also has a lot of things that they are doing for Africa. So we shouldn't concentrate on something that is, I call, small. I don't think it is so big that we should give it so much time. We should think about that so much. We should be talking about that for a long time. We should be going through everything just to talk about the Nigerian scammers and what. No. Okay. So I made a video here telling you about the things that we can learn from Nigerians, but I want to give it to you. I want to give you some of the things just in case you didn't watch that particular video. The Nigerian market, the entertainment market, and the world entertainment market, the arts, the entertainment, music, comedy, film, and everything. They made it a business, and as other people were sleeping, the Nigerians started making money out of their music and their movies that were producing. And right now, they are ahead of all African countries when it comes to movie, to film, and music. And then one time I talked about the same thing, and some guys were commenting, and they were saying, we in this country, we don't love Nigerian music, we don't even play Nigerian music. The fact that you know that Nigerian music exists is enough. It's enough for the country. And the fact that you're telling me that you don't play Nigerian music, it's enough to know that you know that Nigerian music exists, because that's what is important. That you know that the music really does do what? It does exist. So there's a lot of things that we can talk about, but also I want us to remain positive. There is nothing that will ever help us develop and change everything like being positive and changing our mindsets and not hating each other. Let us love and love and love. Love will only help us develop, and hatred will only break us. Let us build ourselves together. That is the only way we can do it. The Nigerians that we talk about, not just me. Some people say that I only talk about Nigerians here, and I don't talk about other countries and what they are doing. No, that's not right. That's not correct at all. The truth is, if someone has done much more than the other, the truth better be told. I talk about all other countries, but I will tell you what you have done, not what you haven't done, and I'll put you in a position where you are, and that's where you deserve to do what? To be. Not just coming out and saying you are so good even when you are not so good. Okay? So that's the only way we shall develop, learning to accept uncomfortable conversations and having them, and learning to live with them, and knowing that they can help us adjust and have a very, very, very good life ahead.